Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be reading a book called Elliot Bakes a Cake by Andrea Beck. This book is a book that displays friendship and support. And my target is grade 1 students because I believe that those are the crucial years where you start building friendships and take them on as you go on through your school years. When picking a reading strand, I picked 1.6, extending connections. Having the children be able to connect text to self, text to world, or text to text. So let's get started. Elliot Bakes a Cake by Andrea Beck. Now, by looking at this, it looks like two friends baking a cake, and they both look really happy. They're smiling. Great. Elliot Bakes a Cake. Written and illustrated by Andrea Beck. Elliot Moose was bursting with excitement. Today was a very special day. He raced around the corner to find his friend Sock. "It's Lionel's birthday," said Elliot. "Let's bake a cake." "A cake," cried Socks. "That's a great idea." Well, Socks got ready. Elliot hurried upstairs. Amy and Paisley would want to help too. "It's Lionel's birthday," he called. "Let's bake a cake." "Oh, yes," said Amy. "Lionel needs a cake." "Oh boy," cried Paisley. "We need to bake a cake." Elliot, Amy, and Paisley ran down to the kitchen. Socks rushed in behind them. Together, they told Beaverton their plan. "Brilliant," said Beaverton. He dug through his cupboard and pulled out a card. "Look, I have just the perfect recipe." They quickly found out everything they needed. Then Beaverton began to read the directions. "First, we separate the eggs," he said. "Separate the eggs," said Elliot. "What does that mean?" "It's easy," laughed Socks. "Just get 2 teacups and put the eggs in each." Elliot was surprised. Didn't eggs have to be cracked open? "Now, cream the butter," said Beaverton. "Cream the butter?" asked Elliot. "How do we do that?" "Simple," said Paisley. He dropped a big square of butter into the bowl and poured in some cream. And when they stirred, they wouldn't mix together. Beaverton frowned. "Try adding sugar," he suggested. It was Amy's turn. She added the sugar, stirred it round and round. "Look," yelled Socks. "It's mixing!" Elliot smiled. "Now we're getting somewhere." "Next, we beat the eggs," said Beaverton. "Beat the eggs?" Elliot repeated. "What does that mean?" Nobody knew, so Elliot cracked open the eggs and stirred them into the big bowl. He mixed and mixed and mixed. "It's stirring and it's starting to look like batter," declared Socks. But he wasn't so sure. Wasn't batter supposed to be smooth? "Time to add and pour milk and flour," announced Beaverton. In went the milk, in went the flour. Then Beaverton added a spoonful of baking powder. "So our cake will be nice and tall," he said. They then took turns stirring. Most of the lumps came out. They were gone. "It looked like proper batter now," said Paisley. "I think you're right," agreed Beaverton. Elliot and Socks poured the batter into the pan and placed it gently over the oven. When looking at this photo, what do you see? It looks like they're all working together as a team. Baking a cake, So I remember a time when I had to bake a cake for my mom's birthday, and my friend actually came over and helped me, and the cake turned out really well. I loved it. And here they're working so hard together, building friendships, pouring together. Oh, everyone gathered to watch the cake bake. How will we know when it's done? Asked Elliot. Beaverton checked his recipe. When we touch the middle of the cake, it will spring up, he said. It will spring up? Elliot was amazed. He stared eagerly through the oven window, looking for his first hint of movement. After a short while, Beaverton opened the oven and Elliot touched the cake, but it didn't spring up. It wobbled. Oh, how do you think they're feeling in this picture? It looks like they're very sad, like something went wrong. Oh no. I wonder what happened to the cake. The next time they checked the cake, it looked just right. But when Elliot touched it, the middle didn't spring up. It didn't even quiver. They put it back in the oven and began the icing. When they were finished, they checked the cake again. It still didn't spring. It didn't jump up. It just sat there. This cake's not planning to move at all, declared Elliot. And it's looking awfully dark. Oh no. Socks peered over Elliot's shoulder. Oh no, she wailed. Elliot's heart sank. He looked at Socks. Lionel's cake was burnt. Oh no. That explains the sad faces. The kitchen was silent. Everyone stared at the cake. It wasn't just a little burnt. It was very burnt. Elliot suggested to hold back his tears. There would be no birthday cake for Lionel. After a few unhappy minutes, Elliot brightened. We can fix this. Oh. Really curious to how they fixed the burnt cake. Bit by bit, he cut off the sides of the cake. Isn't it getting rid of the awful smell, said Socks. Yes, but with the burnt parts off, at least it'll taste good. Next, Elliot cut the cake into 3 layers. Amy spread jam over 2 and Paisley covered 1 with icing. Such a great way of problem solving. Wow. It looks great, said Elliot, but a birthday cake should be extra special. They got back to work and decorated on the cake. When they were done, it was the most beautiful cake they've ever seen. At least they were ready to surprise Lionel. The 5 friends carried their cake up the stairs, one carefully, step by step. They were so excited, it was hard not to giggle. Shh, whispered Elliot. He'll hear us. But Lionel was reading. He didn't expect a thing. Happy birthday, Lionel! My stars, gasped Lionel. What a beautiful cake. They all crowded around him with his cake while he blew out his candles, singing happy birthday. Said Lionel. This is the best cake I've ever tasted. Everyone agreed it was the best cake they ever tasted. And here is the recipe of the cake on the back. So that was our story, Elliot Bakes a Cake. There were a lot of moments in this book where there was friendship shown. friendship, working together, supporting each other, and baking a cake. I'm sure you guys have ate or baked cakes in your lives, or maybe your mom's birthday, your dad's birthday. But this was a really great book, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you.